The historical context of biblical prophecy, understanding its roots. What if the key to unlocking the profound truths of biblical prophecy lies not just in its words, but in its historical backdrop? The prophecies in the Bible are not isolated messages but are deeply rooted in the social, political, and spiritual contexts of their times. Understanding this context helps us grasp the full depth of their meaning and relevance. General concepts of biblical prophecy. Biblical prophecy often served as a divine response to the events of the day. Prophets were not merely predictors of future events, they were also interpreters of God's will, addressing the immediate needs and concerns of their communities. Their messages reflected the struggles, hopes, and fears of the people they spoke to. Specific historical contexts. In the 8th century BCE, the Assyrian Empire threatened the small kingdoms of Israel and Judah. Prophets like Isaiah and Hosea emerged, calling for repentance and trust in God amid political turmoil. Isaiah's prophecies about the coming of a messianic king were a beacon of hope for a nation under siege. The Babylonian exile in the 6th century BCE was another critical period. Jeremiah warned of impending disaster due to the people's unfaithfulness, while Ezekiel and Daniel provided visions of restoration and future glory. These prophecies offered comfort and direction during a time of despair and displacement. In the New Testament era, under Roman occupation, prophecies took on a new dimension. John the Baptist and Jesus of Nazareth proclaimed the coming of God's kingdom, speaking to a people longing for liberation and justice. Practical advice for modern readers. To truly understand biblical prophecy, one must immerse themselves in the historical circumstances in which it was delivered. This not only enriches our interpretation but also helps us apply its lessons to contemporary life. Knowing that the prophet spoke to real people facing real issues reminds us that God's messages are timeless, addressing both ancient and modern struggles. As you read prophetic texts, consider what historical events they are responding to. How does this context change your understanding of the prophecy? In what ways does it speak to the challenges you face today? What historical event mentioned in biblical prophecy resonates with you the most? How does it enhance your faith journey?